Ever seen a house with a shark diving headfirst into the roof? Or one that snaps back with crocodile-like fierceness? What if I told you there's a house that sprouts like mushrooms after a rain? Or another that seems to have danced its way out of a cartoon? Yes, these houses exist and are as bizarre as they sound. Welcome back to another amazing episode of Snot Real. Today we will show you some of the weirdest and most wonderful houses around the globe. The best part? You'll learn some fun facts about each one. And stay tuned because later we will see a house so secure it might just make Superman a bit jealous. So get ready, click subscribe, and let's jump right in. 14. TheHeadington Shark House, Oxford, England. Ever imagined a shark diving headfirst into your roof? No? Well, in Oxford, England, this strange sight is just another part of the neighborhood at the TheHeadington Shark House. Yes, you read that right. A giant shark sculpture is literally crashing through the roof. With the help of sculptor John Buckley, they erected a 25-foot-long fiberglass shark that appears to have taken a wrong turn and landed blow in the middle of residential calmness. But why a shark, you might wonder? It was designed as a statement on Cold War politics, a rather deep thought for something sticking out of a roof. The Shark House has since become a landmark of peculiar British humor and defiance. So next time it rains, do you think they ever worry about shark-infested waters in their roof space? 13. Reactor House. Now let's shift from old-fashioned to quirky with the Reactor House. This isn't your typical residential setup. This house is built to withstand just about anything, from natural disasters to nuclear meltdowns. Imagine a house so secure even superheroes would give it a nod of approval. The size of a reactor house would depend on its intended use, but typically such buildings are relatively compact, usually ranging from 200 to 400 square meters. The architecture of the reactor house is a fortress of modern engineering, designed not just to stand tall, but to stand forever. Built in the late 20th century, its creators planned a home that could serve as a safe haven in the most extreme conditions. Its walls are thicker than most bank vaults, and the entire structure is anchored deep into the earth. Size-wise, it's compact, maximizing safety over space. If all houses were built like this, who would need insurance? 12. The Mushroom House, Parenton.
Perfect.
The Mushroom House, Parenton, New York. Imagine stumbling upon a scene straight out of a fantasy novel in the quiet town of Parenton, New York. A residence so unusual it looks like it popped up after a heavy rain. This home isn't built, it sprouts. With its stem-like bases and cap-like roofs, each part of the house mimics a group of mushrooms. It's not just a name, it's an identity. Step inside and you're not stepping into rooms but into pods. Each pod curves and twists with stained glass windows that scatter rainbows of light across the interior, turning every sunny day into a personal light show. And get this, the furniture here, it has to play nice with the curves. You won't find your typical rectangle tables or straight-backed chairs. No, sir. Could you imagine playing hide-and-seek in this place? Who needs a backyard when your house is the ultimate playground? 11. Stone House, Casa de Penedo in Portugal. Ever wondered what living in the Stone Age would feel like, but with a modern twist? Enter Casa de Penedo, or the Stone House, in Portugal. Casa do Penedo is built between four large boulders, giving it an irregular shape. Though not massive, its area is around 50-60 square meters, spread across 2 stories. The walls are made of stone, the roof is covered with tiles, and windows are simple, giving the house a cave-like appearance. The history of this rocky residence began in 1974, when an engineer decided to fuse nature with a cozy living space, creating a home that looks like it's been lifted from the pages of The Flintstones. Despite its stone-cold exterior, the inside tells a different story with a fireplace for chilly nights. It's relatively small, fitting snugly within the boulders, making every corner of the house a close encounter with the rock. But think about this. How do you hang a picture on a boulder? 10. Ice Hotel. Ice Hotel chilling out takes on a literal meaning at the Ice Hotel. Located in the frosty expanses where the snow never seems to melt, this hotel is rebuilt every year from the ice and snow of the surrounding environment. Talk about making a fresh start. The concept began in the late 1980s in Sweden and has since become a winter wonderland escape for those brave enough to trade cozy blankets for icy elegance, from the walls and beds to the chandeliers being carved from ice. The hotel spans about 5,500 square meters, which is plenty of room to accommodate guests who are cool with keeping their winter jackets on indoors. Ever wonder if the guests play rock, paper, scissors to decide who gets out of bed to turn the heat up? Only to remember there is no heat. 9. Krzywy Domek, Sopot. The Krzywy Domek in Sopot, Poland, which literally means crooked house. And boy, does it live up to its name. This building looks like it danced right out of a cartoon. Designed with a blend of whimsy and a dash of what the heck, it's a place that might make you question whether you've had a bit too much to drink. Wander inside, and the fun continues. The walls wave at you, and the windows wink with their unreliable shapes. Designed by inspiration from fairy tale illustrations, this house isn't just a building, it's a story. Hosting shops and cafes, every corner offers a new twist, quite literally. Fancy a cup of coffee? You might just find yourself wondering if your espresso is playing tricks on you, or if it's just the tilt of the room. How does one even hang a painting in here? Diagonally. 8. Underwater restaurant in the Maldives. Dining with a view? How about dining under the view? One of the most famous underwater restaurants in the Maldives is Etha Undersea Restaurant, located at the Conrad Maldives Rangali Island Resort. This underwater restaurant takes your meal to new depths. Literally. Imagine feasting on seafood while surrounded by its natural habitat, watching the fish swim by as you take another bite of your dinner. The word Etha means mother of pearl in the Maldivian language. The Etha Undersea Restaurant is 9 meters long, 5 meters wide, submerged 5 meters below sea level, and seats 14 guests. Its transparent acrylic roof and walls provide 180-degree panoramic views of vibrant marine life and surrounding coral reefs. Opening in the early 2000s, this architectural marvel features thick, transparent acrylic walls, offering unobstructed marine views. Its intimate size creates a unique experience, immersing diners in the ocean's vibrant life. 7. Utah Cliff House. Utah Cliff House, balanced insecurely on the edge of a cliff in Utah. The Cliff House isn't for the faint-hearted. It's where the Wild West meets extreme living, offering views that are literally breathtaking. Because, you're on the edge of a cliff. The Utah Cliff House spans 2,500 to 3,000 square feet, stretching 30 to 40 meters in length and up to 15 meters in height. Integrated into the cliffs, it features multiple levels with 2 to 3 bedrooms, a kitchen, dining room, and living spaces, all offering breathtaking views while following the natural rock contours. The architecture takes full advantage of its location, with windows that stretch from floor to ceiling, providing panoramic views of the rugged terrain below. Ever pause to wonder, in a house like this, does anyone ever dare to say, take a step back and relax? 6. The Airplane House, Mizyara, Lebanon. Ever dreamed of flying high without leaving your living room? Welcome to the Airplane House in Mizyara, Lebanon, where flight meets everyday living. Perched on a hill in this picturesque village, this house is literally built inside a retired aircraft. The idea took flight in the early 2000s, when a local business person decided to transform an airplane into a convenient, although unconventional, family home. The architecture cleverly utilizes the plane's fuselage as the main living area, with original airplane windows offering views of the Lebanese countryside. Standing about 30 feet above the ground on a specially constructed base, the airplane house spans 400 square meters and 30 meters in length. This home not only captures the imagination, but also the sky. Fancy waking up to a floor view every morning? Here, it's just another day at home. 5. The Basket Building, Newark, Ohio, USA. Imagine heading to work in a giant picnic basket. In Newark, Ohio, the Basket Building turns this unusual thought into a reality. Originally the headquarters of a basket company, this building is exactly what it sounds like. A massive replica of a woven picnic basket, complete with handles that arch over the top. Constructed in 1997, this unique structure stands as a testament to the company's craft and creativity. The architecture features a 7-story office building hidden inside a basket facade, complete with expanded sides and multi-ton handles that look like they could carry the building away. It is one of the most unique office buildings in the world, designed to promote the company's brand. It stretches up to 192 feet in length and 126 feet in width, dominating the local landscape. Does anyone ever bring an oversized sandwich for lunch, just to keep up with the theme? 4. The Pyramid House, Malibu, California, USA. Have you ever wanted to live like a pharaoh but with the perks of modern luxury? Enter the Pyramid House in Malibu, California. This architectural gem offers a slice of Egypt on the Californian shores. The history of the Pyramid House dates back to the 1980s, when an architect decided to bring a touch of ancient mystery to the beachfront choice. Mimicking the iconic shape of the Great Pyramids of Giza, this house isn't just a sign to history, it's a full-blown homage. Standing at an impressive height of about 30 feet, the structure creates an imposing shape against the Malibu sky. Inside, the decor continues the Egyptian theme, complete with hieroglyphics and pharaonic ornaments. The house is rumored to align with spiritual events just like its ancient counterparts. So, or is it just another excuse to enjoy the view? 3. Spherical tree houses, Qualicum, British Columbia. Ever thought about escaping the hustle and bustle by floating among the treetops? In Qualicum, British Columbia, you can do just that in a spherical treehouse. These aren't your typical backyard tree forts. These are fully functional, orb-shaped homes suspended among the forest canopy. Hanging about 15 feet off the ground, these tree houses provide a panoramic view of the surrounding woodland. Architecturally, each sphere is a witness to both beauty and engineering, crafted from local wood and encased in a shell that's both lightweight and durable. They hang from strong, webbed ropes that are anchored securely to the surrounding trees, allowing for a gentle sway with the breeze. Because who needs a rocking chair when your whole house can rock? 2. The Robert Bruno Steel House, Lubbock, Texas.
Perfect.
If you ever find yourself in Lubbock, Texas and spot something that looks like a metallic alien spacecraft perched on the edge of a cliff, don't panic. It's just the Robert Bruno Steel House. This architectural marvel, which could easily double as a set for a sci-fi movie, is indeed out of this world in both design and concept. Robert Bruno, a visionary sculptor and architect, decided that the Texas landscape needed something a little different. The structure itself looms about 40 feet tall, dominating the Ransom Canyon with its rust-colored exterior that reflects the Texas sun in spectacular fashion. With over 110 tons of steel, this house is more fortress than residence. Despite its heavy-duty material, the house offers surprisingly delicate acoustics. Every whisper can travel from one room to another, turning secret sharing into a tricky game. 1. The Crocodile House, Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire. Now imagine living in a house that snaps back, not with words, but with architecture that's as fierce as a crocodile. Welcome to the Crocodile House in Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire, a dwelling that takes animal-inspired design to a whole new level. From the street, the house rises like the mighty back of a crocodile, complete with scales and all. The design cleverly integrates the reptilian theme throughout, with windows resembling eyes and the front door strategically placed at the mouth. Yes, you literally enter through the croc's jaws. Standing at around 20 feet high, this house isn't just a place to live, it's a statement piece. The house is supposed to be as cool inside as a crocodile's den, thanks to special architectural techniques that mimic the animal's ability to stay cool. That wraps up our tour of the world's weirdest houses. If you loved diving into these architectural wonders, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more incredible discoveries.